Good morning, everyone. Let me start with a simple story. A young man once told me, "I want to be a millionaire." I asked him, "What time do you wake up?" He said, "Around 10, maybe 11 if it's the weekend." I smiled. "Then you're dreaming like a millionaire but living like a tourist." Discipline is not a punishment. It is a system that takes ordinary people and makes them extraordinary. When we talk about success, people often focus on what they can show: the car, the money, the applause, the lifestyle. But what really builds all of that happens in silence, when no one is watching. Think about it. The world only sees the results, but never the early mornings, the sacrifices, the moments when you chose work over comfort, focus over distraction. True discipline begins not when the spotlight is on, but when it's just you and your goals. No audience, no encouragement, no one checking if you did what you said you would do. It's waking up at 5 a.m. when your bed feels warmer than ever. It's saying no to parties, to endless scrolling, to fast money schemes that don't align with your long-term plan. It's opening your laptop to learn a new skill, even though no one is there to pat you on the back. It's creating structure in a world that constantly tries to pull you in every direction. Anyone can be motivated when things are exciting. Anyone can work hard when the crowd is cheering. But the real difference is made in the quiet, in those hours that don't show up on social media, in the days when it feels like no progress is being made, but you keep going anyway. Not because someone is pushing you, but because you have made a decision. Discipline is a private commitment to a public goal. It's planting seeds underground with full belief that they will break through the soil, even if it takes months or years. And while others wait for permission or perfect timing, disciplined people take action over and over again without applause. People often think success is about doing what you love, and that sounds nice. But the truth? Success is built by doing what you hate, like you love it. Nobody wakes up excited to do hard things every day. No one enjoys rejection, failure, long hours, or tedious repetition. But the ones who win in life don't ask themselves, "Do I feel like doing this today?" They say, "This needs to be done, so I'll do it anyway." Discipline doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't wait for motivation to show up. It's the habit of pushing forward, even when the task feels boring, uncomfortable, or downright painful. It's choosing to practice that skill again and again, even when progress is slow. It's reviewing the numbers, making the calls, sticking to the budget, doing the work over and over, even when you'd rather do anything else. Success is not made from excitement. It's made from endurance. And the truth is, the most successful people in the world aren't always the most passionate. They're the most consistent. They've trained themselves to treat every task, even the unpleasant ones, like it's part of the mission, because it is. You see, when you approach the difficult parts of the journey like they're just as important as the exciting parts, that's when the real shift happens. The ones who become great aren't great because they love everything they do. They're great because they act like they do. They smile in discomfort. They show up with energy, even when they're tired. They learn to find rhythm in the routine. We live in a world that's obsessed with pleasure, fast food, fast money, instant results. People want comfort right now. They want to feel good today, even if it costs them tomorrow. But discipline is the opposite. Discipline says, wait. Discipline says, not yet. Discipline delays pleasure, not because you can't have it, but because you're building something bigger than a quick fix. When you have discipline, you're not chasing the weekend. You're building a life where you don't need to escape from Monday. You're not rushing to spend every dollar you make. You're investing, saving, planning, even when others are out buying things they can't afford just to look successful. You're not giving in to every distraction because you understand that focus is a currency and you're choosing to spend it wisely. See, the disciplined person isn't denying themselves forever. They're just choosing power over pleasure. They understand that every sacrifice now is an investment in control, in options, in freedom. They don't eat the fruit the moment they see it. They plant it, water it, and grow an orchard. It's easy to say yes to short-term rewards. It feels good. But every yes to something easy is often a no to something great. Yes to laziness means no to progress. Yes to impulse spending means no to financial freedom. Yes to scrolling means no to skill building. And over time, those little yeses add up, and so do the regrets. But disciplined people think differently. They live by a bigger why. They understand that real rewards take time, that success demands patience, that millionaires aren't made from instant gratification. They're built on long-term thinking and short-term sacrifices. They delay the party now so they can own the building where the party happens later. They grind quietly while others celebrate early. They say no more than they say yes, not because they're missing out, but because they're buying their future one smart decision at a time. Rejection, it stings, it bruises your pride, shakes your confidence, and makes you question everything. Your ideas, your dreams, even your worth. Most people take rejection as a stop sign. They hear no and they shut down. They give up. They retreat into safety. But not disciplined people. For someone with discipline, rejection is not the end of the road. It's a redirection, a lesson, a spark. Discipline turns rejection into fuel. Every no becomes another reason to get better, not bitter. Every door that closes just forces them to build their own. You see, the difference isn't that disciplined people don't face rejection. They probably face more of it. They put themselves out there more. They take risks, apply for things, pitch ideas, push boundaries. And yes, they get turned down over and over, but they don't collapse. They don't let that no define them. They use it. They analyze, adapt, grow, and keep going. Most people hear you're not good enough and believe it. Disciplined people hear the same thing and say, okay, watch me. Because discipline isn't just about routines and habits. It's also about resilience. The ability to take pain and transform it into progress. The ability to keep moving forward when nothing seems to be working. And the reason disciplined people can do that is because they're not emotionally controlled by every opinion or outcome. They're driven by a purpose deeper than approval. They don't wait for the world to validate them. They validate themselves through effort, through persistence, through repetition. They understand that rejection is part of the price of success. You can't win without losing first. You can't succeed without failing a few times. And you definitely can't build anything meaningful if you give up every time someone doesn't believe in you. In the beginning, no one believes in you. And that's not because they don't care. It's because they can't see what you see. They don't feel your vision. They don't live inside your dreams. They only understand results. And in the beginning, you don't have results. You only have discipline. Discipline is what moves you forward before there's anything to prove. It's what keeps you going when the numbers don't make sense, when the followers aren't growing, when the money isn't flowing, and when your own self-doubt is louder than the support around you. It's easy to be confident when people are cheering. It's something else entirely to believe in yourself when it's silent. That's the gap, the space between starting and succeeding. And that gap, it's where most people quit. Discipline is the quiet engine behind every success story. It shows up long before the spotlight. It works without recognition. It sacrifices comfort, attention, and validation, all for a future that most people can't see and some never will. Remember, discipline doesn't guarantee success, but without it, success guarantees you nothing. Thank you.